Hello everyone, hope that you all are doing well. So from the thumbnail you might have guessed it that what we will be developing in this video. So we'll be repeating the two-factor authentication video in which the OTP was sent to the user using email. So the link of that video would be in the description. I hope that you watch it first. So in this video we will be sending the OTP to the user for authentication on his or her mobile number through SMS. Right. So before jumping to the video, I would like to request you that if you get some knowledge out of my videos, so please like, share and comment on the video, and please subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon so that the notification could come when I upload a new video. So let's get back to the video. So I would tell you that what is the APIs that we'll be using to send the SMS to the user, because Java doesn't provide any API for that matter, right, for sending the SMS, right? For email, Java provides to send the email to the user, right? But for SMS it doesn't. So we'll be using the third party API that has been provided. So the third party tool is Twilio, right? So Twilio provides you an API where you can configure few things on their platform, and then they will be providing you some authentication key and some app key that you can configure in your code, and you can send SMS to the user. So let me take you to the browser and let me take you to Twilio's console. So this is the Twilio console. Right now this is a trial account. Right, so trial account, you will not be charged anything for trial account, but there are some restrictions that I'll be covering up in this video in the upcoming section. So what you have to do is just you can Google it and Google Twilio. I will Google it with you. Okay, now I'll take it to. So when you'll go to twilio.com, so it will say you actually I am logged in right now, so it will take me to the console directly, but okay, it has given me a console directly. So you can click on sign up and start building your app. When you click on sign up and start building your app, it will give you a form where you have to input your name, last name, email ID and a password, right? And it will give you a start your free trial account, right? So a trial account would be open for you. When you will do the sign up to Twilio account, the free trial account, then it will redirect you to the screen where you have to do email verification and then your mobile number verification, right? So that is important and that is safe, no issues with that. So after doing that, it will take you to a console where it will ask you that how you want Twilio to work for you, right? It gives you a console where you can directly send SMS through Twilio's console. You don't have to write any code. Then there is the option where you have to write a code. So you need minimum things from Twilio, and then from your code you can send SMS to the user. So those minimum things would be that you have to click an option would be coming here. You can see that you have got your phone number has been written here. So option would be coming here where you will be selecting that I want a mobile number. So it will generate a mobile number, right, and will give it to you. It will be a hypothetical mobile number, right? Not hypothetical, I would say that is an actual mobile number. So it provides you basic application and authentication keys through which you can use those application and authentication keys, and through which you can configure your Java code and send the SMS to the user. But what is the restriction of trial account is that in trial account you can only send SMS to the mobile number that you have entered while verification, right? So I said that when you will sign up in the Twilio account, it will take you to the screen where you have to do the email verification and mobile number verification. So when you do the mobile number verification, that number only you can send SMS to that number only in your trial account. If you want to send it to some other mobile numbers also which are not verified on Twilio, then you have to upgrade your account, right? You can see that their option is being coming for upgrade. Ignore this. This is just a vague numbers that are being shown, that okay, this is how the amount would be shown to you when you will be upgraded to some version of Twilio, right? Some more features would be given to you when you will upgrade to Twilio's paid account, right? So if you want to just test your skills and want to send a SMS to using Java code, so you can simply take the trial account and you can configure in your Java code and send it to send an SMS to your number only, and you can check that the SMS is working or not. So this was all about Twilio account, right? This is the third party that is providing us the APIs to send SMS to the user, right? So this was about Twilio. So now what changes need to be done in your code part? Let me take you to the IDE and let me take you to the code part. So you can see that two-step verification project is already there. So first we did two-step verification using the email part. We got the user's email from our form, and using Java's API of sending the email, we sent the email to the user, and we generated a OTP. That OTP got stored in that user table as well, so that we could authenticate that the user is correct or not. The OTP entered by the user is actually the same that was generated for that user or not. So now what we have done, we have changed a few things here, right? So the project structure remains the same, everything remains the same, just that let me take you to the model classes first. So in the user class, what we have done is we have taken one more field of mobile number and an OTP. Right, OTP was there, right? We were sending the OTP to the user while we configured the email as well. So now we have taken another field of mobile number that we'll be getting from the user from the form that will be populated to the user, right? And everything remains the same in the entity, right, in the model class. So this was the change in the user model class. Now nothing changed in the controllers and everything. Let me take you to the services where we were operating on generating the OTP and sending it to the user. So here what we were doing, right, let me show you the procedure what we were following when we were sending the email to the user. So what we were doing is we were saving the user, right? Here we get the user register DTO. Okay, now we have also changed in the DTO part as well, because DTO is a replica of the entity class, so it is a replica of user class, right, without the ID part. So the OTP and mobile number should be there in the user register DTO as well, right? So let me take you here. What we were doing, we were actually finding the role of the user using user, because we configured only one single role, because we are much more concerned about two-step verification using OTP rather than the user's role in this video, right? So we found out that okay, role of the user having a user role, and then we stored all the things in the user entity and saved it, right? And thereafter we wrote a generate OTP method, right, which was randomly generating an OTP, and we were using simple mail message of Java API, and we were sending an email to the user writing that welcome to my channel, here is your login OTP, right? And then you input the OTP, and then the dashboard was shown to you. So how that dashboard was shown was you can go in the custom success handler, right? So in the custom success handler, how we configured it, that okay, when we were sending the email, then the call of that method was from here, and the output was success. So we were redirecting it to the OTP verification done, right? And when the OTP verification is done, then the dashboard has been returned, right? So now let me tell you that what all code changes we have done. So I've already told you that we have taken another field of mobile number from the user, right? So we have to send the OTP to the mobile number, right? So we need the input from the user. And then we have changed in the user registered DTO, where we need a mobile number so that the UI could populate the field, right? And then we, in the default service IMPL, what we have done is, first of all, I have commented all of these things, like saving of the user and then sending of the email. Now what I have done is, now I am saving the user again. This is the same method that I've just commented that whole chunk of code, because to tell you that what all we were performing when we were sending an email to the user, right? This was the chunk that we were performing. This would be there in the code directory commented part, right? So you can take the reference of this also if needed. You can even send an email and SMS together as well. So you can uncomment it, and then you can configure that when to call the email method and when to call the SMS method. So after saving the user, what we did is we generated the OTP and we have sent it on the mobile number. So what we have done is that we have fetched the user that we saved here, right? Fetch the user from the user email. The user email user data is being supplied from here, right? So we are fetching the user from user email here, right? And this is we are get this all things we are getting from the authentication object, right? So this is an authentication handler. That is when some request is on the success part, so we are handling the success as well. So we need some calls in between the success also, that before jumping to the dashboard part, we need a success handler where we can govern that, okay, which dashboard to show and what all more things to authenticate from the user. So we have written an on authentication success handler. So where here we are finding the username from the user details that is coming from authentication principle, and then we are finding the user from the user email, and then we are sending call to generate OTP and send on mobile number, right? So this method is in user service default user service IMPL, right? So default user service IMPL is there only. I should not run this. I should take you to here only. So here is the method generate OTP and send it on mobile. So what we have done is we have first fetched the user from the user email, right? So we have fetched the user from the user email and we are getting the user object from here, right? So we could have passed the user object directly, right? So now we are generating a random OTP. Right, so random OTP is like we are just using math.random function, right? And then I am setting that OTP to the user as well, because we need the OTP from the user object as well. So to identify the user is correct or not, the OTP is entered by the user is correct or not. So we are also saving the user object again with the OTP, right? So I've used the user repo and save the method. So now what we are using Twilio.init method, right? So now the role of Twilio API comes in the picture. So we are using these APIs from Twilio, right? So these APIs have been provided by the Twilio package, right? That we are using. This is the third party API that we are using for this video. Right, there are other third-party APIs also available, but I found this as a very simple API that you can also use just 2 or 3 lines of code and you can send an SMS to your user, right? So what we have done is we the authentication accounts SID and authentication token has been provided by the Twilio. Let me take you to the Twilio console again. So you can see here that we have been provided with account SID and authentication token, right? And this is the mobile number provided by Twilio. So you have to just configure all those things in your code, right? So we require the account SID and authentication token, right? So now let me take you here. So we are using Twilio.init method, and here we have found that we have input the account SID and authentication token. So we are initializing Twilio API. So now we have called a message. So message is again a Twilio API, right? com.twilio.rest API. So it is a REST API. It calls a REST API. It is an object of REST package where we are calling a creator method, right? And then we are calling dot create. So creator method takes the input of mobile number that on which you want to send the SMS to. So I am taking that mobile number from the user as well, user only, and I'm inputting that mobile number only that has been verified from Twilio, right? So it is my trial account right now, so I am inputting that mobile number only, just to show you that I am entering the mobile number from the form. I am not hard coding it here, so that's why I have taken it from the user data, and then the mobile number from which the SMS will go, right? And then the message that you want to send, that this is the OTP sent for verification, and the OTP is this, please verify, right? So this is just the 2 lines that you have to write to send an OTP to your user. Then all those things that I have mentioned is to make my call work fine, right? So I have checked that, okay, if there is no error code in my message object, then I have to send success, else I have to send an error. So now what we have handled it here is that, okay, if there is success, then I have to send it to login.otp verification, else I have to send it to OTP failed, right? The OTP doesn't work for the user. So this is all changes that we have done to send the OTP to the user through SMS, not through email, right? So I will not remove this code from the project directory, that would be mentioned in the description. So you can also use both the codes, right? You can send the OTP through email as well and from the mobile number as well. Just that you have to configure this method, that okay, when to call this method and when to call the generate OTP and send it to the mobile, right? So you have to call it from custom success handler only, right? From here only. So you have to decide that, okay, if you want to send it on both, then you can call both the methods. If you want to send it on the single just on mobile number, then you can call this method only, right? So now you can also send an OTP through SMS. I had many queries, people were putting many queries on it as well, that how to send OTP or anything through SMS from using our code. So this is the method where, but yeah, it is a little restricted method. You can only send the OTP to the verified number only, as you are in a trial account. If you upgrade your account, you can send it to n number of mobile numbers, right? So this was the code changes that we did, and one more code change, 2 more code changes that we did is that in the pom.xml we have entered the Twilio Maven dependency, right? So this is the Twilio Maven dependency. You will just Google Twilio Maven dependency, you will find this dependency very easily, or you can copy from my code only. The code directory would be provided to you, right? And one more change is that in the HTML part we have taken mobile number from the user, right? So okay, so we have taken a mobile number as well here. So we have taken mobile number from the user as well. So we need the mobile number, right, to send the SMS to the user. So one more thing that I want to highlight is that, okay, it requires a particular format to send the mobile number. So +91, if you are in India, so you have to use the +91 code, right? That is for the Indian mobile numbers. So you can hard code it here, or you can take the input from user like this only, that +91 and your mobile number. I have hard coded it here. Actually, you know that many a times we don't enter +91 in while we are entering details into the mobile number, right? So we simply enter our number 99999, right? So I have hard coded it here so that it doesn't get missed. So this kind of format has been required to Twilio to send the SMS to the number, right? So now the code changes have been discussed with you. So let me take you to the application and let me show run the application and show you that how it works, right? So let me go and run the application. So our application has started to run, right? You can see that the application has started. So let me take you to the browser and let me go on the user. So what we have to do is registration, right? So we have to go on the registration API, and then it will show me the form that we have to input, right? So yes, this is the form that we have to input, right? So I'll enter my name as maybe Aman, right? And email as aman@gmail.com, and my mobile number would be right. So I'll enter my mobile number and I'll enter my password. So my password is this. Okay, so now I'll click on register. So it will redirect me to the login page, right, where we have to input my email ID and my password, right? So my password is this. Then it will take me to the OTP screen, right, and it will fire an OTP. Okay, there is a problem. I guess I was entering the wrong password. I don't think so. gmail.com, and the password was 123456. So let me enter it again. So okay, so it has fired the OTP, right? So it will send me an OTP. You can see the screenshot of the message that I received. That will bother you, right? The text that we entered is that this is the OTP sent for verification, and the OTP is this, and please verify, right? But the code, the text that is before that, sent from your trial account, that will get removed when you upgrade your account, right? So let me enter the OTP that is being sent to me, 3969, and let me submit it. So it says welcome to my channel and please subscribe, and this is my hi welcome Aman, right? So this is two-step verification dashboard, so you can log out from this application. So this was it from this video. Hope that you found it knowledgeable, and this is now a way to send the SMS to the user for verification as well, so you can implement in your applications. If in any case you have any doubts, any queries, you can mention in the comment section. And hope that you people like, share and comment on this video, and also please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the notification whenever I'll upload a video. So this was it from this video. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.